Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Vihari Jaya Gopi Jana Vallabha Giridharadhari Jaya Gopi Jana Vallabha Giridharadhari Jaya Yashodanandana Brajajana Randana Yashodanandana Brajajana Randana Unnatira Vanachari Unnatira Vanachari Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Vihari Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Vihari Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Jaya Radha, Rasmi Hari Radha, Rasmi Hari Radhe. Jaya Prabhupada, 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 Jaya Prabhupada. Jaya Prabhupada, 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 Jaya Prabhupada. Nitai Gaur Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol. Nitai Gaur Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Nitai Gaur Hari Bol. Jai Vishnupada Paramsa, Parivraj Gacharya, Ashtadasata, Srimad A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada ki, Namacharya Haridas Thakur ki, प्रेम से कहो श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद की, श्री श्री राधा कृष्ण गोप गोपीनाथ श्याम कुंद राधा कुंद गोवर्धन की, वृंदावन धाम की, मथुरा धाम की, मायपुरम धाम की, पुरुषोत्तम क्षेत्र जगन्नाथपुरी धाम की, गंगमाई की, यमुनामाई की, तुलसी महारानी की, शीला प्रभुपाद ट्रांसेंडेंटल बुद्धिस्ट प्रोग्राम की, श्री श्री राधा रास बिहारी ललिता विशाखा की, श्री श्री सीताराम श्रीमान की, श्री श्री गौर निताई की, शीला प्रभुपाद की, अनंत कोटि वैष्णव वृंद की, all glorious to assembled devotees, all glorious to assembled devotees, all glorious to assembled devotees, all glorious to Shri Guru and Gaura. Today we will describe Nityananda Prabhu's pastimes. I think next week also, right? You can describe some. You can describe. I'll Jai Jai. Reading from Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita, Adi Leela, chapter 5, text number 10. You don't have Vedabis? Vedabis? You have a group? You can post it on the group. Post it on the group, your group. Jai Jai Sri Chaitanya, Jai Nityananda, Jai Advaita Chandra Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda, Jai Jai Sri Chaitanya, Jai Nityananda, Jai Advaita Chandra Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda, Jai Jai Sri Chaitanya, Jai Nityananda, Jai Advaita Chandra Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda, Shrishti Adika Seva, Tanra Ajnana Palana, Shesha Rupe Kare, Krishnera Vividha Sevana, Shrishti Adika Seva, Tanra Ajnana Palana, शेषरूपे करे कृष्णेन विविध सेवना सृष्टि आदिक सेवा तांड्र आज्ञार पालना शेष रूपे करे कृष्णेर विविध सेवना बोलिए बोलिए
सृष्टि आदि का सेवा तारा अजनार पालना शेष रूपे करे कृष्णेर विविध सेवना
लेडीज
सृष्टि अधिक सेवा तांत्र अज्ञान पालना
सृष्टि आदि का सेवा तारा अजनार पालना शेष रूपे करे कृष्णेर विविध सेवना
Translation purport by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivinoda Swami Srila Prabhupada. He executes the orders of Lord Krishna in the work of creation, and in the form of Lord Shesha, he serves Krishna in various ways. According to expert opinion, Balarama, as the chief of the original quadruple forms, is also the original Sankarshana. Balarama, the first expansion of Krishna, expands himself in 5 forms: Mahashankarshana, Karnodaksai, Garbhodaksai, Kshirodaksai, and Shesha. These 5 plenary portions are responsible for both the spiritual and material cosmic manifestations. In these 5 forms, Lord Balarama assists Lord Krishna in his activities. The first 4 of these forms are responsible for the cosmic manifestations, whereas Sesha is responsible for personal service to the Lord. Sesha is called Ananta or unlimited because he assists the personality of Godhead in his unlimited expansions by performing an unlimited variety of services. Sri Balarama is the servitor of Godhead who serves Lord Krishna in all affairs of existence and knowledge. Lord Nityananda Prabhu, who is the same servitor Godhead, Balarama, performs the same service to Lord Gauranga by constant association. Om Ajnanatimrindasya Jnananjana Sadakaya Chakshurmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Shri Chaitanya Mano Vishtam Apitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kada Mahyam Padantikam Deham Shri Vaishnavamscha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Saharanam Karunakarantam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadutam Parijan Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Pada Shri Shakhantamscha He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dinabandhu Jagatpate Vekshesha Kanta Kanta Namostute Taptakanchana Gaurani Ade Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanuste Devi Mani Haripriye Vancha Kalpatarubhyascha Kripa Sindhu Evacha Gita Bhayo Vaishnayo Namo Namaha Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shivasadi Gauravatta Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. So Nityananda means, Nitya means eternal, always. Ananda, always happy. Nityananda. There is a movie, Kabhi Kushi, Kabhi Gum, right? Actually, you should have kept the name, Kabhi Kushi, Hamesha Gum, right? Kabhi Kushi, Hamesha Gum. because people are unhappy because they have to serve mundane persons, right? Mundane. Uh, Prabhupada says uh, people are unhappy always because we are basically we are servants. We have to serve. Either you choose to serve Krishna or you choose to serve your senses. So somebody may say, I'm serving my wife, I'm serving my children, but actually they are serving their own senses because by keeping the wife happy, you want to be happy, right? So Prabhupada said, in this material world, love means you scratch my back, I'll scratch your back. Once you stop scratching the back, then divorce or separation, fights, like that. So, but our in Nityananda, Lord Nityananda, is always happy. So we can learn from Lord Nityananda. Why is he happy all the time? Because he is always serving Krishna, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Always. That is why he is very happy. Always. Because Prabhupada says that in this material world, uh, there is nobody, Sharanyam, you know, Sharanyam Karunarnamam, means there is nobody worthy of surrender. But we have to surrender to somebody or the other. But Krishna is the only personality. He is worthy of surrender. Right? That's he writes in 4th canto, 8th chapter, through Maharaj's past. Worthy of surrender. So Lord Nityananda is showing us how to serve Krishna, how to serve Lord Gauranga, how to surrender to Lord Gauranga. He is showing. Because the Lord always comes in the form of so many incarnations to establish dharma, but he cannot leave it to somebody else. How to serve the Lord, right? He may watch up the things. That is why he personally came as Lord Nityananda, then establish this dharma, how to serve, right? There are 9 process of devotion service. You make a note of this. 9 process of devotion service. Right? How many of you know what are the 9 process of devotion service? Everybody knows? Huh? Everybody knows? Huh? Shravanam, Kirtanam, Vishnu, Smaranam, Padasayam, Archanam, Vandanam, Dasyam, Sakyam, Atmanivadam. In the portion of Prabhupada wrote a very elaborate purport. This is from 7th canto, 5th chapter. Once in a month, read that purport. Huh? Once in a month, you read that, then you get enthused. This is our process is the whole Krishna consciousness movement is based on that verse. Shravanam Kirtanam. So Prabhupada writes in the Dasyam section that simply by thinking that I am an eternal servant of Krishna, you can perform all other 9 processes of devotion. Simply just think, I am an eternal servant of Krishna. Just keep on thinking that I am an eternal servant of Krishna. I am an eternal servant of Krishna. Even while chanting also, think that record should go on in your mind. I am an eternal servant of Krishna. Or Radha and Krishna, please engage me in your service. Like that. So then you are performing all 9 process of devotion service simply by thinking in one sentence. Right? Yasya sarve samarambha kamasankilpita vajjita jnanagni dagdha karmana tamahu panditam buddha. One who is said to be situated in knowledge, when he performs all activities without desiring any material happiness, giving up all material desire for material happiness, when that fire of knowledge destroys all the karmas, jnanagni dagdha karmana tamahu. Prabhupada writes, what is that jnanagni? This knowledge that I am an eternal servant of Krishna, that is jnanagni. So if you simply think, keep on thinking, I am an eternal servant of Krishna, all your karmas get destroyed. Right? Make a note. In my group, I have circulated, stickers. Sanjay Murari Babu, he made a sticker. I am an eternal servant of Krishna. गाड़ी में इधर उधर चिपकाया वो लोग. So Lord Nityananda, by performing various services, by remaining happy all the time. So even though Prabhupada says, Lord Nityananda is Balaram, Lord Balaram, and Lord Balaram is immediate expansion of Lord Shri Krishna. There is no difference between Krishna and Balaram except for the color. Right? Except for the color. Otherwise, but Lord Balaram proudly proclaims that I am an eternal servant of Krishna. He gets more happiness than Krishna by serving Krishna. So there is more happiness in serving Krishna than being Krishna. Like that. So Prabhupada writes in the purport, Krishna is a worshipable God, Supreme Personality of God, and Lord Balaram is servitor God, worshipping God, and spiritual master is representative of Lord Nityananda, right? Lord Balaram. So, when Lord Nityananda, before he appeared in Ekachakra Gram, there was a severe drought, for 12 years or something like that. When Lord Nityananda appeared, it is called Radha Desh because that is all the places where Ganga is not flowing is considered inauspicious. That is why Chaitanya Mahaprabhu sent Lord Nityananda to purify that place. So of course, previously Pandavas have stayed there, Ekachakra Gram. If you have already gone, it's a very beautiful place. I hope you already gone. But if you are not gone, next time in Mayapur Yatra, definitely go there. Very interesting place. So Hadai Pandit and Padmavati, his parents. Hadai Pandit, he became so jubilant, so blissful, so happy after having Nityananda as their son. He was a Brahmin. Their relation was so deep that he would go for this performing yajnas and pujas and all. Because he was unable to stay separated from Nityananda, he would carry him. He cannot stay even for a moment. So Lord Nityananda, he was actually performing along with his friends. Even that platform, under a tree, they used to have this. They used to perform dramas, right? So from Ramayana and Mahabharata, Ramayana and Mahabharata. Lord Macaulay, he wrote a letter to British government. In India, it's very difficult to find corrupt people, debauchees, thieves. Their people are highly good character, people have high good character. All this is because of they always read Ramayana and Mahabharata. If you want to rule India, destroy their faith in Mahabharata and Ramayana. He wrote. That's what they had done. Actually, what 1,000 years of Muslim rule could not do, what 300 years of British rule could not do, Congress had done it in 60 years. you know left this by introducing all this nonsense history. And so uh, people are very surprised at how he knew the intricate details of all the characters and their dialogues and all that, you know, like that. So continuously he would perform the dramas, and people are watching, and they are absorbed in the pastimes of Rama and Krishna, right? There is a saying, um, if you, in order to learn how to lead, in this world, one should read Ramayana. In order to know how to live in this world, one should read Mahabharata. In order to know how to leave this world, one should read Bhagavatam, right? So they're they're absorbed all the people are absorbed in the pastimes of Rama and Krishna by watching those dramas. Even Prabhupada also, he was watching. He would encourage devotees to play dramas and all. Then one day they were playing the drama of Hiranyakashipu, and Prahlad Maharaj. And then Prabhupada was enjoying it so much. And then Prabhupada had to go to airport. Then they were doing drama. And then Prabhupada said, "Oh, Mr. Hiranyakashipu." Prabhupada liked, Hiranyakashipu's role, that devotee who played Hiranyakashipu. Very nice. Thank you, Mr. Hiranyakashipu. you know. Then all of them, they went in that costumes only to the airport. Like that. Why did he do that? So once he was playing the role of Ramayana, Lakshmana, and there is a fight scene between Lakshmana and Indrajit. Then Indrajit would release Shakti Band, and then Lakshmana would faint. So he told the boy who is playing the character of Hanuman that when I faint, you carry the, Sanjeevani Parvata and all that, you do the role, like that, chant Hare Krishna and all that. So um, um, वो कैरेक्टर में घुस गया था नित्यानंद को. लक्ष्मण का कैरेक्टर बोलते हैं ना आजकल, कैरेक्टर में घुस गए. सो कैरेक्टर में घुस गया था, तो असली में फेंट हो गया. And Nityananda Prabhu fainted. And when he fainted, everybody started crying. Ayo Nityananda, ayo. Then what happened? That boy forgot. Hanuman, sometimes, we used to play dramas. Nowadays, they have a technique, dialogues record कर. आप लोग करते हैं ड्रामा आपके ग्रुप में? हाँ? कभी कभी डायलॉग भूल जाते हैं तो पीछे से प्रॉम्प्टिंग करते हैं. Very funny, I used to we did some when I was in BI. We did some dramas. There was one person, Senthil Kumar. So he forgot the dialogue and he forgot the next scene. And then he also started crying. Then all the people came and what happened? What happened? He started crying. And then later, after some time, somebody remembered aisa next dialogue kya hai. Then they chanted Hare Krishna loudly in the ears of Lord Nityananda, and he came out of unconscious state. So uh, why did he promote this? Dramas. Why did he promote these dramas? What is the purpose behind that? Right? Chandogya teaches us. Uh, Prabhupada always, used to say, God is. They say God is great. In America, that constitutional, God is great. Prabhupada used to say, they don't know how great God is. Right? How great God is. So in Chandogya Upanishad, it is described how God is great. Words are there. We speak some words. Higher than the words is speech. Speech. You have to, apply your intelligence and form a sentence. Just like I'm doing speech, right? Whatever I know. So I'm combining some words and I'm giving a speech. So higher than the words is speech. So you should be able to speak words like that. Higher than the speech is mind, right? Unless you can think, you cannot speak, right? Higher than mind is sankalpa, right? Um, unless you make a decision, you cannot speak. Then higher than sankalpa is chitta, conscience, chitta, like that. Then higher than chitta, conscience, is jnanam, knowledge. And then higher than knowledge is vijnanam. Right? Higher than vijnanam is bala, strength. Right? Body, unless bodily strength is there, we cannot actually function. Right? Then higher than body is bala. Bala is food. Unless food is given, Prabhupada says this body is maintained by what is the, there are panchakoshas are there. What is the first one? Huh? Annamaya, right? Annamaya kosha, right? Pranamaya kosha, right? Manomaya, like that. Higher than food is water, right? Water. If there is no water, we cannot survive. After all of you are young, don't live beyond 2050. They are saying there'll be a world war. They will fight over water because there'll be severe shortage of water. I won't be there. Higher than water is sun rays. Sun rays only produce water. Higher than sun rays is Akash. Right? Then higher than Akash is human memory. Right? Then higher than human memory is intelligence. Higher than intelligence is Jivatma. Then higher than uh, Jivatma is Satyam. What is Satyam? Sat means Sati Ayam, means the personality of Godhead Krishna who brings together Atma and Prakriti together is called Satyam. That is one of the definition of Satyam according to Chandogya Upanishad. Satyam, Krishna, in demigod prayers, Satyavratam, Satyaparam, Trisatyam, Satyasya yonim nihitam cha satya, Satyasya satyam, Nruta satya netram, Satyatmakam tvam sharanam prapade. This is the first prayer by demigods to the Krishna in the womb of Devi. Beautiful prayers. Yatra nanyat pashyati, nanyat shrunoti, nanyat vijnati, sa bhumaha. Bhumaha, another name of Krishna is Bhuma, according to Chandogya Upanishad. Where one sees nothing, nanyat pashyanti, nanyat shrunoti, where one where doesn't hear anything, one can understand nothing else. That is sa bhuma. So when we are actually in the present state, when our mind desires, you get one thing, then you want something else. You get that, then you want something else, right? Because you are always hearing so many things, you are seeing so many things, so whatever you are thinking about so many things, that is why you want more and more, right? They say dil mange more, right? More and more. But when you reach a stage, when you understand Bhuma, Krishna, the highest, the greatest thing, then you will be satisfied. Then at that time, you won't hear anything, you won't see anything, you won't think about anything. You are simply satisfied. Prabhupada writes in second canto, I think you must have read already, Labdopashanti. Do anybody remembers? Yeah. हवा में चला गया? Huh? Labdopashanti. Prabhupada writes, satisfaction and peace. Right? Krishna also says in Bhagavad Gita, 6th chapter, Yam labdva labh, chapare labh, manyate nadikam tataha, yasmin stito na dukkena, guruna pina vichalyate. After attaining me, then my devotee thinks, now nothing else I want. Satisfied. Right? Satisfied. That satisfaction, that highest stage you can reach by absorbing your mind in Krishna's pastimes. Right? That is why Lord Nityananda, right from the childhood, he was teaching. Sound anybody can repeat? Can you repeat? What is the first thing? Higher than words? Huh? Higher than speech? Mind. Higher than mind? Chitta. Sankalpa. Higher than Sankalpa? Higher than Chitta? Jnana. Then higher than Jnana? Vijnan. Higher than Vijnan? Huh? Bala. Higher than Bala? Food. Higher than food? Water. Higher than water? Higher than sun rays? Akash. Higher than Akash? Human memory. Higher than human memory? Intelligence. Higher than intelligence? Jivatma. Higher than Jivatma? Who is Satyam? He is yeah. I was reading today afternoon, second canto, 10th chapter. Prabhupada writes very nice arguments. He can explain nicely. Prabhupada is saying, our eyes are useless without without sun rays. Sun rays are useless without our eyes. Isn't it? We are interdependent. Sun, the importance of sun's existence depends. For a blind man, sun has no significance, isn't it? Sun has no significance. Like that, everything, we are interdependent. So Prabhupada raises this question: who made both of us interdependent? Krishna, right? Krishna, and that Krishna is independent. Yeah? He doesn't depend on anything. That is another word for Satya. In Chandogopaniषद, it's called Bhauma, right? So, unless our mind is absorbed in the greatest thing in the world, that is, greatest in the world is Krishna. So that is why Nityananda Prabhu was, encouraging all his friends to, because they are so absorbed in pastimes of Ramchandra and Krishna, you know, like that. We should also, if you want satisfaction in your life, you must become absorbed in the greatest. You understand? Otherwise, we are hankering all the time, hankering. Even in the temple also, you become wife in charge, then you want to become, another HOD department. Then HOD become, you want to become temple president. You want to become temple president, then bureau member, general secretary, guru, and after guru nothing. Right? If you are not satisfied, then right, then that also you leave and run after a girl. If you are not satisfied, then ultimately you have to run after a girl. Right? So that is why our mind should be absorbed in uh, uh, yeah. That's why I always tell, read Krishna book every day. Every day you read, before night. Prabhupada said, sleep, while before sleeping, drink hot milk, hot cow milk. बैठ के पानी पीना पड़ता है, खड़े होके दूध पीना चाहिए, ऐसा बोलते हैं, पता है? Hot milk you should drink while standing. खड़े होके पानी पीना नहीं चाहिए और खाना भी नहीं खाना चाहिए. Who eats while standing? Huh? Buffalo, huh? Right? Buffalo. So that's why Radha Govind Maharaj says they have this. Previously, Vaishnava system is making people sit and eat, serve them nicely with pyar. Abhi they have buffalo system. Buffet. It's not buffet system. He used to call buffalo system. Anyway. So read Krishna book every day. So role of spiritual master is to reach that satisfaction. And that spiritual master is representative of Lord Nityananda. Huh? Huh? Yeah. Prabhupada writes in one of the purports, without the mercy of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, you cannot get Radha and Krishna. Without mercy of Lord Nityananda, you cannot enter the mystery of Lord Chaitanya. And without mercy of the spiritual master, who is representative of Lord Nityananda, you cannot get Lord Nityananda. Right? So that spiritual master, he gives you satisfaction. And then I think when he is around 11 years old or something, I think Lakshmipati. Some people they say Madhavendrapuri. Some people they say Lakshmi. One sannyasi comes and he serves, the parents Hadai Pandit and Padmavati. They served that sannyasi very nicely. Previously, the grastas they used to tell sannyasis, हमारा सब कुछ है आपका ही है अभी मत बोलना and they will give a notice, कल घर खाली करो. You cannot tell nowadays brahmacharis. Right? So that sannyasi told, give this boy, uh, just like, the same scene was created, like Dashrath Maharaj, when Vishwamitra Muni asked, please send Ramchandra with me. Dashrath Maharaj fainted. You ask anything else, I will give you. But don't ask, Ramchandra to send. But Vishwamitra Muni had some other plans. So he insisted. Then Dashrath Maharaj had to send him. In the same way, same scene was repeated with, Hadai Pandit and Padmavati. Then after that, they left the body, because they could not bear the separation of Lord Nityananda. He was touring all over India, and he was always in ecstasy. Lord Nityananda, always in ecstasy, thinking about Krishna, Ram. Then finally, he reached Vrindavan. When he reached Vrindavan, his ecstasy multiplied by 1,000,000 times. Completely became mad, rolling on the ground, Rajabhumi, taking the dust, crying in separation from Krishna. Then finally, when he saw towards the Navadvip Dham, there he saw great effulgence emanating. And there he saw his eternal master, manifesting his pastime as a devotee. All these years he was waiting. All these years he was waiting. Oh, then immediately he got a call that I should go immediately to Navadvip. Because Mahaprabhu, by the time he was performing the pastime as a scholar, then now slowly, then after he went to Gaya, then he manifested his pastime as a pure devotee, the purpose of his mission. Then, as soon as he started manifesting the pastime as a devotee, Lord Nityananda reached Mayapur. There, he was hiding in Nandanacharya's house. Right? So, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he told all the devotees, Srivas Thakur, Haridas Thakur, that there is one great personality had come. Go and bring him. They all searched, they could not find Haridas Thakur, Srivas Thakur. They all searched, but they could not find. And then, okay, Lord Chaitanya said, will let us go. And then they started performing tumultuous kirtan, Hari Kirtan. Tumultuous Prabhupada. When Lord Chaitanya and Lord Nityananda, they would perform Hari Kirtan in Jagannath Puri. So Prabhupada writes in Chaitanya Chittanta Madhyalila that Maharaj Prataprudra, he was amazed. Prabhupada writes, Maharaj Prataprudra, as a king of Orissa, he must have seen so many types of kirtans. But this is, Prabhupada, describes it as Prem Harinam. Prem Harinam. You had one friend, no? Prem Harinam. He's there. Went to Canada or something. He used to do kirtan, no, in your group. Hari Kirtan. Yeah. Hari Kirtan. He's in Canada, right? Very nicely he used to do kirtan. That's it. According, yeah. So then Lord Chaitanya was performing Hari Kirtan. Then there is first meeting took place between Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and Lord Nityananda in the house of Nandanacharya. When they embraced each other, and there was ecstasy, pulakit, all kinds of, 8 kinds of ecstatic symptoms manifest in their bodies. So acharyas, they comment all these years, even though Nityananda was, touring all over India, he never preached to anybody. He didn't. So when Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu gave an order that go to, everybody's house and teach this Krishna Kirtan, then they started, Haridas Thakur and Nityananda Prabhu, they started doing. So they comment that even though he is a servitor God, personality of Godhead himself, he did not do any preaching service without orders of Lord Chaitanya. Yeah. So the purport is, we should not on our own, we should not decide to do some service unless we are ordered to do service by our authorities. That service is not valid. मैं जो मेरा मन में जो अच्छा लगता है वो करने, right? That is Prabhupada Bhaktisiddhanta says that is punya karma, right? Punya karma. Prabhupada, once one devotee was come to Prabhupada, and Prabhupada was telling to do Sankirtana or something. No, Prabhupada was telling to do accounts, but he was insisting, I will do Sankirtana, I will do preaching. But they wanted an accountant. But so the disciples were watching. Then Prabhupada said, okay. Prabhupada, why did you allow him? He said, no, if I don't allow him, he will do it anyway. Then it will become Guru Avajna. One couple came once to Prabhupada. They were insisting that, they want to get divorced. Yeah. Prabhupada was insisting, no, you don't divorce. Just stay together. They were insisting. Then Prabhupada gave permission. So one disciple asked, Prabhupada, why did you give permission? If I don't give permission, they will do it anyway. Then it will become Guru Avajna, disobedience of spiritual masters' orders. It will become an offense. I want to save them. Like that. Sometimes devotees, they insist, actually, according to Markandeya Purana, of course, in Chaitanya Charitamrita also it is there. One should not go to even Tirtha Yatra without the permission of the spiritual master. Then you won't get the benefit. ऐसा नहीं टिकट बुक कर लिया कुंभ मेला चला गया इधर सेवा नहीं है रुक गया right. Once Prahlad Maharaj came, and there is one personality who was actually doing tapasya, carrying arms in his hands, and he was doing tapasya. Prahlad Maharaj said, what is this nonsense? You are a form of a sannyasi. Why are you carrying, arms in your hands? This is irregular. Then he said, who are you to tell me? Get lost. Then they had a fight. Yeah, they had a fight. And then big fight was going on for some 21 days. So Prahlad Maharaj was shocked because he got a benediction from Lord Nishingadev. He will have full strength and all that. who is this person? I'm not able to defeat. And then he understood that is Krishna himself. So Markandeya Purana is written because he could not recognize the Lord, because it seems he took, without taking permission from his guru, he came for Naimsharanya. This happened in Naimsharanya, for visit in Naimsharanya. That's why they say, like that. So without the permission of Lord Gauranga, he did not start preaching. He waited. And that is actually around the age of 33 or 34. 32, 32, I think. Then that time Lord Chaitanya's age was 20. Right? So when Lord Balaram appeared as Lakshmana in the pastimes of so that time, till that time, he was Avaduta. He was practicing to be Avaduta. He became Avaduta. Avaduta means, definition of Avaduta, Asamskrita Deha, that is one who doesn't take care of his body. A means Akshara, that is inexhaustible. Va means Varenya, is respectable. Dhu means Durga, that is free from material bondage. Tat means who knows the absolute truth. This is the definition of Avadut. Right? I will repeat. Avadut means Asamskrita Deha, that is one who doesn't care of his body. A means Akshara, that is inexhaustible. Va means Varenya, that is respectable. Dhu means Durga, that is free from material bondage. Tat means who knows the absolute truth. Uh, so, Avadhuta, he was like that. When he was playing the part of Lakshmana, Lord Ramchandra was always bullying him because younger brother. Right? When there is a fight between Kardushana and Lord Ramchandra, uh, Lord told Lakshmana, take Sita and hide yourself, protect her, hide yourself in the cave. Don't come unless I tell you. So Lakshmana was arguing, I will also help you. There is no need for taking care of Sita. She can take care of herself. No, no. Ramchandra said, I am telling you, right? This is my order. And Lakshmana was so irritated. Hey, what is this? He never liked, arranging the Agni Kunden for Agni Pariksha, leaving Sita in the forest when she was pregnant. Then, then he decided from next time onwards, I will not take birth as younger brother. I will take birth as only elder brother so that he cannot bully me. But Krishna is Krishna. Krishna is Krishna. Then he would always bully Balram. Like Balram wanted to give Subhadra to Duryodhana because Duryodhana was his favorite. Krishna told Arjuna, kidnap. He made he go run, otherwise, like, and then Balram was, how dare he, let us fight. Hey, oh. And Krishna was silent. Anuj was not saying anything. Then he convinced Balram. I know if I allow you to talk, he will convince. Okay, bring him. Like that. And then when uh, he was so furious, when Bhima hit, Duryodhan under the waist. That time also, that time Krishna chastised Balram. When there was a time to this is a deciding war. At that time, you said I will be neutral. Then you went away for Tirtha Yatra. Now, at the deciding moment, you want to, make your influence present. Keep quiet. You go. Then only one thing. Even during the, there is one sabha took place. in the assembly of Virat Raj after the Ajnatavas. you know, Balram was telling no war, no war. And Satyaki and all, they were insulting Balram, all that stuff, and then Krishna, Draupadi, they all, Then what Balram would do one thing, walk out, walk out. He used to walk out like that. He also walked out like that. Then he said, "What is this? Even after becoming elder brother, he's still bullying me." Huh? Then next time I will take birth as elder brother, but I'll be Avaduta, so that I don't have to care. If he bullies me, then I don't have to care for his orders. So first, when they first met Lord Nityananda and Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he wanted to offer him respect. Then he wanted to do Vyas Puja of Nityananda. Then he made him sit on the Vyasasana and all that. Then he brought all the paraphernalia and all. And then whatever garland and all he took out, and then he put it on Lord Chaitanya. And then whatever paraphernalia is there, he started worshipping Lord Chaitanya. And you are my, I am your servant. So he wouldn't allow, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, to bully him. He rather, used to, like, after taking sannyas, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was coming to Jagannath Puri from, Bengal, and then so there is one river, Dandabanga Nadi. Previously, when we are going from Bhubaneswar, we used to cross that place. Now highway, we don't touch that place. So there is a very nice restaurant also. ISKCON Hare Krishna people, they run the restaurant. We used to take the prasadam there. So there, Dandabanga Nadi is there. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu handed over the stick. Take care. And Nityananda Prabhu thought, why my Lord should carry danda? He is Supreme Personality of Godhead. Kutichaka, Bahudaka. There are 4 kinds of sannyasis. Kutichaka, Bahudaka, Parivrajikacharya, and Paramahamsa. Right? Paramahamsa stage, they don't carry danda. Why? Lower category of sannyasis, they carry danda. First of all, he is Supreme Personality of Godhead. He doesn't have to carry danda. Then he is acting as a sannyasi. That is okay. But why should he carry danda like a neophyte sannyasi? Then he broke it and then put it in the water. Nothing. And Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, where is my danda? You are dancing in ecstasy. Then you fell on that danda and that danda broke. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said, what is this nonsense? How danda can break? Somebody falls on that. My only possession was danda, and then that also you could not take care. Don't come with me. Then Mahaprabhu went. Like that, Nityananda Prabhu, you wouldn't care so much. Like what time? Till 8:30. So while doing service, very interesting, so Nityananda Prabhu and Haridas Thakur, they would actually preach, from house to house and make the people to chant Hare Krishna and all. All of you know the story of Jagai Madai. I won't repeat. Uh, uh, in There are 6 demons, right? Jai Vijay. First is Hiranyakashipu and Hiranyaksha. And then next is Ravanasur and Kumbhakarna. Third one is Shishupala and Dantavakra. So each one of them represent one of our enemies. We have also 6 enemies. Who are they? In our heart. Kam, Krodh, Lobh, Moh, Mada, Asarya. So Ravana represents lust, right? And Dantavakra represents anger. Hiranyaksha represents greed. Kumbhakarna represents Moha, Hiranyakashipu pride, Shishupala envy. Right? Envy. So Lord has to use different weapons to kill these demons. Uh, all the demons stay in our heart. Right? Isn't it? Previously, the demons and devotees, they used to stay in different planets. Hiranyakashipu was staying in different planet. Devotees are staying in a different planet. Right? That is in Satyuga. In Treta Yuga, on the in the same on the same planet, Ramchandra and Ravanasura. Ravanasura, they used to stay in Lanka and all. Devotees are in Ayodhya. And then in Dwapar Yuga, in the same house, Pandavas and same house. In Kali Yuga, the same body. Isn't it? That is why people they complain, अरे he's chanting Hare Krishna for so many years. अभी भी बहुत गुस्सा करता है. Right? Sometimes devotees, they behave very harshly. Isn't it? Very harshly. Sometimes they are very nice. Give prasad and all that. But sometimes very harsh. Why? Because sometimes the devotee mentality comes out. Then we are very merciful and all that. Sometimes demonic mentality comes because they are staying in our heart. Hiranyakashipu, Hiranyaksha, sab log. Lord Balaram used a blade of grass to kill Romaharsh and Suta. You know all the story? All of you know the story? Huh? Lord Balaram, once there was a katha is going on, Purana katha, and 80,000 rishis have assembled. Romaharsh and Suta, he was sitting on Vyasasana by the mercy of Vyasadev. He was sitting on the Vyasasana and doing katha. He belonged to a mixed caste. So when Lord Balaram entered the Sabha, everybody got up. But according to Markandeya Purana, a person sitting on Vyasasana, they should not offer any respect to anybody. Only when mother comes, it seems, they had, or some very elevated sannyasi comes, they can say Hare Krishna or something. Otherwise, he is representing Vyasadeva. Right? That protocol is there, etiquette is there. So that's why he did not offer obeisances to Lord Balaram. Lord Balaram became very angry. Then he took a blade of grass and cut his head. But Lord Nityananda, he took the same blade of grass and put under his teeth. And then he's, by giving Harinam to all people, including Jagai and Madai, he killed all the demons. Right? Each incarnation was killing two demons. But here, Lord Nityananda, by putting the blade of grass under his teeth, he killed all the demons in our heart. So that is why Prabhupada said, Lord Nityananda delivered one set of Jagai Madai. By his mercy, I am delivering so many Jagai Madais. So many Jagai Madais. That is unlimited mercy of Lord Nityananda. I will tell one very interesting thing. You might not have heard. When a baby is in the womb of a lady, for them, Lord Krishna shows PowerPoint presentation. Right? For PowerPoint presentation, you don't need light, right? When there is a dark, you can see them. Either when you are in the dark, womb of a mother, Krishna shows, PowerPoint presentation, what all sinful activities they have performed over a lifetimes. ये किया वो किया वो है ना वो क्या वो उसको लाइट चलाते हैं ना हाँ 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 पॉइंटर लाइट ये देखो ये किया वो किया. So the baby in the womb, he decides that after I come out of the womb, because it's very very miserable condition, right, to be in the womb. That is why Bhaja Govindam, Bhaja Govindam, Govindam Bhaja Mudhamate, Samprapte Sannihita Kale, Nahi Nahi Rakshati Dikran Karani, Punarapi Jananam, Punarapi Maranam, Punarapi Jatare Sayanam. So like that, um, if you don't chant Govinda's names, again you have to go into the womb of a mother and suffer. Right? Nowadays, previously it was better. Now all the ladies, they drink alcohol. They eat meat. They are all these pizzas and you know. One baby was saying, "Oh, when the child is small, उसको कुछ खा नहीं सकते ना, उसको कुछ क्रश करके पेस्ट बना के खिलाते हैं. I don't know what it is. वो फेरेक्स का yeah, Cerelac. Cerelac. So that baby was saying, when I was in the womb, I was eating pizzas and pasta, आलू पराठा, अभी ये सब खिलाते हो. रील बनाया किसी like that. So that whatever the mother eats, they have to, that baby has to eat. So that's why then it was found out, if the mother is watching TV all the time, that's why nowadays children, they won't eat unless there is a mobile in their hands. Right? When I go to the devotees' houses, they complain, but they won't eat unless mobile is there, and then they have to see some cartoons or something. It's very dangerous. Why? How they got that habit? Huh? A mother was watching, सास बहू serials. हाँ? आप लोग मत देखना, हाँ? अब देखती है ना? So the child, decides, okay, once I come out, I will worship Krishna and get out of this bandhan. Because it's very miserable. All the insects and all, they bite. They can't, like that. There is one air called shatam. That shatam pushes the baby out. So at that, because of that shatam, uh, the babies, they forget Krishna. They forget Krishna. So when personalities like Prabhupada, Shankaracharya, Ramanujacharya, they all take birth, they become angry with the Shatavayu. That's why a spiritual master is known as Shatakopa. Kopa means anger. Shatakopa. When the Shatam tries to influence great personalities, they kick that Shatam out. That's why it is known as Shatari. Right? In our temple, we have, right, that Shatari. Right? That Shatari is Lord Nityananda. So when you come to the temple, when you get the blessing of that Shatari, all the time. So one day we can also, next time we can also kick out the Shatam. Then once if you kick out that Shatam air, then you can also become Shatakopam. Then you can conquer the cycle of birth and death. This is Lord Nityananda's mercy. So in all the temples, once Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, once Prabhupada was observing, one devotee was leaning on the pillar of a temple. Prabhupada said, "Don't lean, that is Balaram." Nityananda. Right? So this temple, there is one word, Shesha. Shesha. Have you heard? Shesha. Shesha means? Shesha means something which is left out. Balance. Then there is Sheshi. So Sheshi is Krishna. Shesha is Lord Nityananda, Balaram. Right? That's why we read in the purport. So he is the in charge of all services. Krishna is the supreme personality of Godhead. Balaram is in charge of all services. He is the supreme personality of Godhead. Whatever is left out, that is Sheshi, service. He is in charge, he is the controller. Then what is left out? Seva. Then that is Lord Nityananda, Sheshi. So he becomes his umbrella, right? He becomes his sandals, he becomes his dham, he becomes his clothes, everything is like that constantly he is serving. So when somebody bedridden and all for 6 months or something, you get back pain and bed sores, one suffers, right? But have you seen any time Lord Vishnu suffering from bed sores? Soya pada rehta hai. Right? So Lord Nityananda is his bed, in the form of Seshnath. Why he doesn't get bed sores? Because it is not constantly when the snake is, inhaling and exhaling. It is expands and contracts, expands and contracts. So his bed he made his bed so comfortable for Lord Narayana that it expands and it shrinks, so that Lord is very comfortable. That's why he doesn't get any bed sores. And when the mothers, when the children, if they don't sleep, they blow the air in the eyes. Then the babies, they sleep like that. He's always blowing air in the eyes of Krishna, Vishnu. That's why he sleeps. Right? So he was serving. So if you want to learn how to serve nicely, so one very beautiful pastime I will narrate, and then I will close. After taking sannyas, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu wanted to. How many of you went to that place where Lord Chaitanya took sannyas? What is the name? Katwa. Why you didn't take?
4 years back.
Huh?
4 years back.
Yeah, Katwa. So there is from Katwa he wanted to go to Vrindavan. He was walking. Then he found a place. He was very grief stricken because he did not hear the holy names of Krishna for a long time. Then suddenly he heard the holy names of Krishna, and he immediately understood that we have come near the Ganga. So he asked one boy, "Is Ganga nearby?" Yeah, it's nearby. So he went and took bath. So if somebody is living near to Ganga, definitely they will chant Hare Krishna. That is Lord Chaitanya said. Oh, you are, like that. And the Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he took bath in Ganga, and he offered prayers to Ganga. And then he offered, then Ganga Devi became ashamed. Are bhai, you are my master, you are offering prayer. Then she came out and offered prayers to Lord Gauranga. Devotees, uh, they don't have to go to Kumbh Mela unless you have some service, right? Because we take bath in Ganga. Yamuna is Ganga is very pure in Gangotri and 1,000 times more pure than Yamuna in Gangotri. Right? Yamuna becomes 1,000 times more purer than Ganga in Vrindavan because Krishna took, performed pastimes. And Ganga in then Ganga started crying and did tapasya. Are aisa kaisa? Then Krishna said, you didn't play in my waters. Krishna never played in Ganga, right? Then she performed tapasya and said, what do you want? Are you didn't play. You are playing in Yamuna, but you never played. Okay, when I come as Lord Chaitanya, I will play in your waters. So Mahaprabhu is always playing in Ganga. So that is why Ganga is 1,000 times purer than Yamuna in Mayapur. Because, anyway, so Yatpada Samshraya Suta Munayaha Prasamayanaha Swadhyah Punanti Upasrishta Swardhini Apu Punak Punah. This is a verse from first canto, first chapter. So, by taking bath repeatedly in Ganga, one becomes purified. But simply by remembering the lotus feet of a pure devotee, one becomes pure immediately. Sadhya Punanti Upasrishta. Right? So if you read Prabhupada books and remember the lotus feet of Srila Prabhupada, whatever, after Aarti, I don't see all of Mangalarti nowadays. All of आते नहीं आप लोग? After Mangalarti, when we throw water, that water is 1,000 times more purer than Sahasratirtha Jal. Yeah. So our Mangalarti that Prabhupada introduced, perfect. All of you, come once in a week, have a program. Once in a week you come, or Sunday or Saturday, whatever. Once in a week you come, attend Mangalarti, make a program. That is the best way to progress in spiritual life is attend Mangalarti. Otherwise, very Mangalarti is very famous. So then he took bath in Ganga. Then he wanted to go to Vrindavan. So Lord Nityananda, he advised those coward boys, if this Baba asks to, way path to Vrindavan, show towards Bengal. Then Mahaprabhu is in ecstasy. Then he asked some of the boys how to go to Vrindavan. As per the instruction of Lord Nityananda, they showed the path towards Bengal. Then meanwhile, he sent his assistants. Prabhupada Bhaktisiddhanta, I forgot to tell, anybody who understands the tattva behind Dandavanga pastime, the breaking of the sannyas danda, they will get Krishna Prema. That is one of the prediction. Now one more prediction will come. Then Srila, so Nitya then he sent a message to Advaitacharya that Mahaprabhu is coming after taking sannyas. Arrange some dry clothes, and a boat to cross to your house. Then walking. Again, then he again reached Ganga. Then Mahaprabhu asked, "Oh, we reached Vrindavan?" Yeah. Nityananda Prabhu lied. Yeah. This is Yamuna? Yeah. And then immediately, Savastra, he took bath. When he came out of the water, he saw Advaitacharya. Then Mahaprabhu asked, Advait Prabhu, when did you come to Vrindavan? Then Advaitacharya said, Mahaprabhu, wherever you are, that is Vrindavan. Welcome to Shantipur. Then Mahaprabhu said, this Nityananda cheated me, that this is Yamuna. No, he didn't cheat. On the eastern side, Ganga is flowing. On the western side, Yamuna is flowing. So you took bath on the western side. So you took bath in Yamuna only. Then he took both the lords to his house, Shantipur. Shantipur is a very beautiful place where Advaitacharya lived after Mahaprabhu left for taking sannyas. So he was staying there. So he arranged very beautiful prasadam, so many items. Our Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami is a very good cook, I think. He would arrange, and Nirjala Ekadasi, you should not read Chaitan Chatamrita. Everywhere, he would this item, that item. We would not have eaten only all those items. Like that. So he was narrating all kinds of items. Prabhupada writes that so Advaitacharya, he offered to, his wife cooked and Advaitacharya offered to Lord Krishna. And Prabhupada said, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu also said that if anybody, any grahastha serves Lord Krishna like this, offers such nice items, he conquers my heart. So Prabhupada said, grahastha means, this only, in ISKCON, grahastha life means this only, right? One disciple asked Prabhupada how to lead a grahastha life. He wanted to know how to produce children. Prabhupada said, wife cooks, husband offers. Then husband goes out and shouts, is anyone hungry? Is anyone hungry? Is anyone hungry? And then if somebody comes, they feed. And after that, they take prasad. That is okay, Prabhupada. How to lead grahastha life? Prabhupada said, wife cooks, husband offers, then husband goes out and then shouts. That is grahastha life. Like that. So elaborate lunch he arranged. Elaborate lunch. Mahaprabhu said, then he put 3 plates. Then Chaitanya Mahaprabhu thought this is meant for Krishna. Then Mahaprabhu said, offer me some plantain leaf or something, some boiled sabjis and lafra. What is it? Lafra. All that. I can't eat all these items. Mahaprabhu, Advaitacharya said, after taking sannyas, you came for the first time in my house. Don't do this drama. In Jagannath Puri, you eat 64 times. This is nothing, for you. Like that, he forced, This is Indian culture, Vedic culture. Especially once we went Agrawals, Agrawals mostly बहुत खिलाते हैं. Once there is one devotee or god brother. He was his father was staying in Kanpur. So once Rasal, we all went to Kanpur for IIT program. So he invited. So he was notorious or famous or whatever, for feeding. और खा, और खा, और इतना खिलाया, इतना खिलाया. We all got, buktaism. We are panting for breath, Yeah. And then, oh, बहुत खा लिया, बहुत खा लिया. And then और स्वीट लाया. प्रभु, अभी इतना खाया, पेट में कोई खाली नहीं है. बोलता है, प्रभु, स्वीट अपना जगह खुद बना लेता है. अरे बाबा, और नहीं, पैक करके दे दो, हम बाद में खाएंगे. नहीं, पैकिंग करेंगे लेकिन आपको अभी खाना पड़ेगा. ऐसा अद्वैताचार्य was forcing, Lord Chaitanya. He would he would eat something, and then once it is little out, empty, again he would fill. Then Lord Chaitanya offered obeisance. नमस्कार, अब और नहीं नहीं खा सकता हूँ. अरे, अभी मेरा बात का मान रखो. Like that, he would feed them. No, I can't eat. No, you leave it. I will take Mahaprabhu. This is not the duty of a sannyasi to leave Maha to others. Mahaprabhu is very strict. Not that, we should not give our Maha to anybody. Or as if some advanced devotee. Le lo mera Maha. Mahaprabhu would not give, like that. Then Nityananda, so he was there. Nityananda Prabhu was complaining, for last 3 days I did not eat anything. I thought I will get some nice food. But आप जो खा रहे हो, दे रहे हो, it is just, little bit, it won't fit in my one fourth of my stomach also. What kind of Brahmana you are? What kind of host you are? Advaita Acharya said, I am a very poor Brahmana. Whatever I can cook, I am giving. You take and be satisfied. Don't complain. I don't know what kind of sannyasi you are. What is your gotra? What is your caste? I don't know. Huh? My house is becoming contaminated. All that he was complaining. Like that. So then Nityananda Prabhu and Advaita Acharya, they started, fighting with each other. Then Nityananda Prabhu took some rice and threw it with Acharya. Not enough. What is this you are feeding? Then Advaita Acharya, started dancing. So this pastime is Madhyalila. Mahaprabhu visits Shantipur, Advaita Acharya's house. I think accepts prasadam or something. So very beautiful pastime. So Lord Nityananda's Advaita Acharya. So Prabhupada is saying that Advaita Acharya showed that how Lord Nityananda is Avadut Paramahamsa, pure devotee. So anybody who reads this pastime, they will get Krishna Prema, understands, like that. So like that, Lord Nityananda played a lot of tricks on Lord Chaitanya. Mahaprabhu, he would once he called Lord Nityananda. He said, you can do something which I cannot do. What is that, Huh? Prabhupada writes, Mahaprabhu preached only to scholars. Right? Ramanand Rai, Sarvam Bhattacharya, Prakashan Saraswati, that Buddhist fellow, and all that. But what is the speciality of Nityanand Prabhu? Nityanand Prabhu preached to all low class people, Jagai and Madhai. Right? So Mahaprabhu told Nityanand Prabhu, my dear Nityananda, you cannot, don't come to Puri every year. Stay in Bengal and preach. Nityananda Prabhu, again every year he would come. Like that. So that is the specialty of Lord Nityananda, right? Delivering people like Jagai Madai, right? Maybe next week you can describe in complete detail Jagai Madai pastime, very beautiful pastime. How anyway, a lot of things are there. Once Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he was castigating Shiva's Thakur. Why are you? So he was staying in his house, Nityananda. Yeah? Staying in his house. Shivas, you are such a pure Brahmana. Your brothers are, you belong to a very great Brahmin family. You follow all principles very strictly. This Nityananda, where from he came, what is his Gotra, we don't know. And this crazy fellow, why are you keeping him? You will lose your caste. You will lose your caste. So, chase him away. So Srivas Thakur, then he cried very loudly, Mahaprabhu, this is great injustice, this great injustice. You are testing me. You are testing me. Please hear my words. Tomorrow, if Nityananda comes from the bar and restaurant, even if he comes from brothel house, still my faith will not waver in Lord Nityananda. He is my life and soul. Then Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, uh, he cried in ecstasy, Hey Shivas, you have so much faith in my Nityananda, you conquered my heart. ऐसा हो सकता है that a day will come, may come, that Lakshmi Devi may beg, but you and your brothers, your family will not beg because you conquered my heart. So Prabhupada says that if somebody says the Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is great and he doesn't offer proper respect to Lord Nityananda, and Prabhupada says he is a demon, right? I think Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami's brother fell down, right? He did not offer proper respect to Lord Nityananda because he is a devotee of Lord Gauranga. So he fell down from his position of a devotee. Right? So there is no difference between Lord Nityananda and Lord Chaitanya. Lord Nityananda is more merciful than Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Okay, thank you. Hare Krishna. Anybody has any questions? Anybody? Any comments? I think 10.
Guruji, now, like you mentioned, Lord Nityananda is more merciful than Lord Chaitanya. It so happens that when festivals come, we think more about those personalities. So that now in 2 weeks Nityananda Triyodashi will come. So some things that we can do in this time to sort of uh, remember Lord Nityananda more or to get more, feel more closer to Lord Nityananda.
Read Madhila 5th chapter. Glories of Lord Nityananda. Very beautiful. So you remember the pastimes of Lord Nityananda. Chaitanya Bhagavata also is there. Chaitanya Chandra. So pray to Lord Nityananda that my faith, bala, bala, nayam, what is it? Balahina labdhya. There is one saying. So this Vivekananda, he misunderstood. Balahina labdhya. He thought you must have physical strength. Without bala, without physical strength, you cannot get Krishna. Some Parama, Brahman. Like that he commented. Prabhupada said, foolish, That means the elephant can become devotee or पहलवान इधर अखाड़ा है ना वो लोग बन जाएंगे कभी आते नहीं इधर so Balahinena Labdhya means without mercy of Lord Balaram, one cannot get Krishna's mercy. That is the meaning. Balahinena Labdhya. So we pray to Lord Nityananda that first of all we should pray to Lord Nityananda to get a proper spiritual master. Then we should pray to Lord Nityananda to have unflinching faith in the words of the spiritual master and meditate on his pastimes. They're very wonderful, sweet. So many pastimes are there. And there is a, can I narrate next week? There is a thief comes to steal, a thief comes to steal. Lord Nityananda is Avadut. Sometimes, he was wearing, very expensive jewelry. Some thieves, they come to steal the jewelry. And they fall into big ditch. Maya catches them. Then Lord Nityananda showed mercy on them also. Like that, so many pastimes are there. So Mahaprabhu told Nityananda, go and I think 3 months. Yeah, they would go and they were chanting and dancing. They were in ecstasy, and then they lose the path. And then they would ask, "Is this the way to Bengal?" No, no, you पीछे आ गए आप लोग. दूसरा रास्ता पकड़ लिया. Then again they would come and then again they were chanting and dancing and then they were in ecstasy. मेरा अभी किधर आया? अरे, वापस दूसरा रास्ता पकड़ लिया. वापस like that, they were in ecstasy. Once 3 months, 3 days and 3 months, days and nights, they were in ecstasy, chanting and dancing. They didn't eat, they didn't sleep. That is the Lord Nityananda's Kirtan. You can't believe, right? How can anybody do 3 months? That is so much sweetness is there in Harinam. Okay, thank you. Hare Krishna.